Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Well, my day has been totally bogged down. It seems like I can't get anywhere and I can't get anything done. I hope everyone is doing okay. Those floods in the northeast are scary. So the chores just won't end. So the first thing I did was I bought 2 cases of water, one for me, and there's mine, one for my son. So one of the chores I'm doing is filling my water, and I'm getting some cash money, and I'm making sure I have some gas. Those are my chores. Then I will do a little stockpiling soon. Well, let's start with this. I did a meal if you're broke. How about buying some of this food if you're broke? Say you're broke and you don't have much money. You know, these disasters can render a person kind of broke. You know, like instantaneously, like if your whole entire house is flooded. So number 1, a loaf of bread. And I've changed things up. Okay, I was shopping around at the discount shops, buying food nearly expired. I don't think that's a good plan. I want to go into Walmart and I want to buy a loaf of bread, and I want to look around and I want to find the freshest 84-cent bread that I can. I get the sandwich bread with 22 pieces of bread, including the hills, and that's going to give me sandwiches. And I want to get the freshest food now. Okay, number 2, 1 package of bologna. Also, bologna there's a world of difference between old bologna and very fresh bologna. And I like the thick cut bologna. So a package of bologna. Number 3, $1 peanut butter. I usually get that at a Dollar Tree. I find it to be good. So I can have bologna sandwiches, so I can have peanut butter sandwiches. 2 shelf-stable milks. I try to get the whole milk, and I get it at a Dollar Tree. And the thing about that is if you have some vinegar and you have some salt, you can make some cheese. So that's why I put 2. Or you can just drink it. One of those 5 packs of Top Ramen. I make some pretty good Top Ramen, you guys. Now, I want to buy my fruit pretty much by the piece. So I want to buy like 1 apple. And if you're doing by the pound, get the small ones. And 1 banana. And if you're doing it by piece, buy the biggest ones. Like if green peppers are 2 for $1, find the biggest one. 1 can tuna, the 67-cent tuna with the longest expiration date. The water back there doesn't expire until 2023. I want to stockpile water because now they're talking about the forever chemicals. So anyway, in water, it's part per million gallons or something. So I want to do everything that I can to make sure my water is as uncontaminated as possible. So what I usually do is I buy gallons and then I refill them, but I want to buy extra water now, you know, in case something happens. So one can tuna, 2 carrots, and 1 tomato, or a bag of carrots if you can afford it. You can grate carrots and you can make apple and carrot salad if you have some mayonnaise. That was one of the Hello Fresh meals. 2 carrots, 1 tomato. The tomatoes you can put on your bologna sandwich. You can make a fried bologna sandwich. 100 tea bags for $1. So, you know, you're not going to run out of, I get black tea at Dollar Tree, and 2 bags makes 4 cups. And large bags of chips, the ones for $1, because then you can have a few chips with your, I'm going to be doing these food to buy when you're broke things. So the chips would go with your sandwiches. chips with top ramen's good. Here it is, the shopping list. If you've never been broke, you probably have no idea. Now, I was watching these videos and it was, I'm rich now, but what I would do if I was starting over. And I thought to myself, that is not what I would do. They have things like invest in yourself, la, la, la. One time I was going to college, junior college, and the teacher had this question, you're working a minimum wage job, what do you do? So I raised my hand and he goes, Rhoda, I go, get a second job? And he looks at me and he goes, no. I go, what? He goes, you go to college. Yeah, that's going to take time. And then there's, you know, problems with these, you know, issues we're having with the great illness. Okay, so if I was going to advise somebody young, this is what I do, and I wish I had started a year ago. Number one, find some merchandise to sell. So my idea was to do the swap meet when I retired, but then I got into eBay and Etsy. So yesterday, I will show you something I bought. Let's see if I can get it off. Modeling on my arm is not very effective. So this is an item that I sell at the swap meet. So the idea is I want a high quality item. I want to make sure my customer gets a good price. So this is a Pulsar watch. And it is a cute watch, but it's like a gold bracelet. So it's like you have a bracelet and you have a watch at the same time. So what I do with them is I wear them, you know, and then I sell them. So you might be thinking, well, yeah, that's an old watch. How much would you sell it for? I would sell it at the swap meet for $10. And so, you know, it's really kind of like a pretty bracelet. So $10 is nothing, see, like a bracelet. But when you get 100, when you get 1,000, I have another one. And I used to buy these all day long in bulk. This one's really kind of cute because it has the diamond accent and it has a sapphire crown. The crown is very important. This one has a super cute crown. This one, not so much. But these are fairly decent watches. So that's the same thing with the sunglasses. So I would find some merchandise I could sell. And so what happens is when you're first doing it, you make a lot of mistakes. So what you do is you take your mistakes to the swap meet. You can earn, I've known older women who made $600 on the weekends at the swap meet. I can see the potential in furniture. You're buying stuff people need for their everyday lives. I was never much of a thrift store or a garage sale or a thrift store shopper because I was a workaholic and I didn't have time to hunt around. I ran into a woman that sells metaphysical jewelry and I used to find crystals all day. That's a good thing to sell. Okay, number one, find some merchandise to sell. Number two, buy either a low dollar stock or one silver coin. If you don't have much money, a lot of people bought stocks with their stimulus. I didn't. I thought I made really good use to my stimulus money. I bought a roof for my son's bonus room and just, we recirculated the money to my sister's friend. And then, okay, now I want to talk to you about your car as an investment. Okay. It must have been 5 years ago because my car is paid for and I got this really good deal on a Corolla. I think I always had 2 or 3 cars because I never sold them. I think I used one of my cars as a trade-in, but I can't remember. So my car was worth $13,500 then. And so now we go 5 years down the road and cars are not depreciating. I could probably get that now. So if you think about your car and you try to buy a little bit better car, you know, like when you get a little house when you first get started. I bought a little house right up the street where my son and my dad had bought a house. And you buy a better house, you know, so same thing with your car. Keeping the payments really low. So I was watching real estate and come to find out, now California is the weird world, really weird. We're like our own country, kind of so is New York. Where I live now, they say is very, very similar to Baghdad. It's like a Mid-Eastern community. It's really good. But anyway, so what was I just talking about? So anyway, so you want to treat your car good, and then you want, my son just bought a really nice SUV. But he didn't just wake up one day and buy that car. I remember when he was 16, my husband bought this little Saab car. No, his friend gave it to us. And so it needed a few repairs, and the repairman would say, this car is a piece of you know what, do you want to sell it? And we said no, and we went from there, and we just kept buying cars. So I was watching real estate, and I had no idea. In Florida, you can buy a mobile home, fully furnished, right on the water, for I think it was $12,500. So like my car is the same price as a dwelling in other parts of the country. And I don't know how long that's gonna last, but you know, so you want to think about your car kind of that way. So now my day is bogged down because, oh, one thing before I get to this. Okay, I made something really good, you guys. Okay. The HelloFresh had these cheesecakes, and you can buy these. I've been buying the curated editions, and I love them. Chocolate hazelnut cheesecake. So I went to Walmart, and I bought a Walmart cheesecake, and I put 1/4 cup chocolate hazelnut peanut butter that I bought at Walmart in my cheesecake and mixed it up. And then I put it in the freezer. Oh my gosh, that was so good. Not this good, but it was good. And I had those little like casserole things, and I made it, so I got 8 pieces. And so I made my own chocolate hazelnut cheesecake. So that was pretty good. Okay, now, so what am I doing? Well, so I'm getting water, so I'm getting change, so I'm getting gas, so I'm getting toilet paper, stuff like that. And I have to go and cast my vote. Should Governor Newsom be recalled? So I said no, because at the beginning of the pandemic, I think California is the most dangerous state, except maybe New York, that a person could ever live in for all kinds of reasons. And it seems to have gone okay, and fire season is coming. And he seems to have managed the fires. Last year, I think it was last year, he let the criminals out of the penitentiary to fight the fires. I hope they got some parole credit for that. I mean, and people said, weren't you scared? And they said, no, we want to help. We're Californians. So, you know, his management of the fires, that really made me want to start crying, you know. And California is a very wealthy state, like a wealthy little country. So they have, do you want Governor Newsom recalled? And I said, no, I do not. And so then, if not, they give you all these assortment of people you could vote for. Well, the one viable candidate was Mayor Faulconer from San Diego. But my party, because I am actually a Republican, said don't vote for him. He's a liberal Republican. Basically, he's a blue when it suits him. He's a red when it suits him, which creates a purple, which I don't like, and I will tell you why. The party system is what keeps us in one spot. We have the Republicans and we have the Democrats. So we got this huge liberal state, and I do not think it is good to have a candidate that goes both ways. And the purple thing is scary because that's breaking down the party system, and then that's leading us straight to the one world government. Another thing is these borders. Now, mind you, my ex-husband just about got his butt shot off fighting a territorial war in Vietnam. We're supposed to be protecting these people from the breaching of their enemies, supposed. But you cannot protect people that will not fight on their own behalf. In fact, quite the contrary sometimes. So the parties, now the party that says that the government should be big is the liberals. And the party that says that the government has a place, but it shouldn't be the all, like Mother Gaia thing, that's a scary thing too, and small businesses and business, we need that in America. So that is why I am casting my vote for Meet Kevin, the YouTube star. Okay, you guys, I know it is crazy, but we have a thing in America. Anybody can become the president. Now, if you can become the president of California, we've had a weird, our governor's been weird. We've had Ronald Reagan, who became the president. We've had Arnold Schwarzenegger, who has done the flip-flop lately. And he's gotten criticism from that too. So I thought, Meet Kevin has done a very good job in showing himself to be a hard worker and reporting the news, even when the news wasn't doing much of a job reporting the news, stock market info and stuff like that. And he's shown himself to be very industrious and a hard worker. So I voted. Now, Governor Newsom, they said don't vote for anybody on the other side. And I thought, well, that doesn't make any sense, because if they remove you, I don't like some of these candidates. I didn't like that candidate either. So that it was my, that is one of the darn chores I got to do today. I want to get my ballot in the mail. Okay, now, one of the channels I subscribe to is Glenda Sully, and she has on her show Happy Mail. Well, guess who got some Happy Mail today? And it's really crazy. It really kind of made me so happy too, because she has a sweet and loving heart. Okay, so Glenda, and this is scary too. It's very expensive to drive, and the green people want to get the cars off the city streets, and one of the attacks is the poor people. So she has this car, and it's only worth like $3,500 or something. And so then she needed tires, and so she needed registration. And so you live in like some kind of government subsidized housing. How are you supposed to come up with $1,000? So she said, even if you could send me $3. So I said to my son, send Glenda $3. And she sent the Happy Mail right away. Dear Michael, I just wanted to drop you a note and let you know how very much I appreciate your donation, which helped me purchase 4 new tires for my car. Thank you. Thank you. You're supporting my YouTube channel with love. Look, she has beautiful handwriting. And my son goes, Mom, it costs her more to send the thank you note than the donation. But that's not the point. That was like a little bright spot in my day. So if you guys have not subscribed to Glenda, go to Glenda Sully YouTube and give her some hearts, give her some love. Now, this is kind of interesting about Glenda. Glenda has a channel of 2 ladies, and they sort of like are always picking on Glenda. But, you know, I worked in salons and like dumbass women were a way of life for me. So I kind of enjoy these too. They think they're very smart and stuff, but really, I don't know if it's occurred to them, without Glenda, they have no content. And you know, like if you go through the everyday life of anyone, you could tear them down from day to night, right? So, but I like these two. I mean, I find them to be very kind of like stupid, but I enjoy the channel. It's like the beauty shop. And, you know, it cracked me up. I used to work in low-end beauty shops, and these women would come in and like they would pick on the poor women and stuff. And it was really kind of amusing. But anyway, so I enjoy their channel too. I think it's dumb, but it's kind of, and they're kind of lovable too in their own way, you know. But on the issue of cars, it's very expensive. Now, you might go, well, Rhoda, well, how do you do it? Well, I have Merrill Lynch, my son, who comes to my aid, Michael, the one that sent the Glenda the $3. And if anything happens, he comes running. He's been this way ever since he was a little child. Glenda seems to have a really nice daughter as well. So you guys, check it out. You will like it. And so, please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.